No, it was on stream. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. We're here for some more of our hardcore Deathless Nuzlocke Gauntlet. We are still on Pokemon Sun. But our run is going really well. We are about to take on Olivia in the Grand Trial of Akala Island. So, we're almost back to where we were at our longest point before. Almost. We're almost back to our PB. What up, David? How you doing? Sword Sweeping Cryptomon. Bega Sifa, how you doing? Angels of Saturn, hi, how you doing? Welcome. Zay, what up? How you doing, man? What's up, Jackson? You're watching your Helen recap net right now? Nice, very nice. Very nice. All right. Pokemon Sun. Okay. Past 3 AM again? That's rough. What up, Weasel? All right. Let's get the stream shared and we'll get started. How was your guys today? Hope you guys had a good one.
It just seems like he's such a distinguished person.
Why? Shall we, gentlemen?
Pipe smoking chair.
He does have a pipe smoking chair in his basement. Yeah, he's sent pictures in the Discord.
He just like.
I don't know if you can hear her, David, but my wife is saying that you sound like such a distinguished gentleman. Shall we, gentlemen, in your pipe smoking chair?
Would dress kind of like they did in like.
You think he's gonna be in like a 3-piece suit, but like this is like a little bit too big?
No, I feel like he would dress like the like they would in like Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just sharing the stream, we'll get started. Jackson got a Venmo snipe. Thank you so much, man. That is, of course, double the names. The suit comment. Thank you so much for the direct dono there, Jackson. Thank you. That is double the names for you. I appreciate you. Okay, now stream is sharing. We just have to start the Tiki Taki stream. We'll get going.
I feel like David would have like a double, just by his not like literally, but like he has.
See, he's got his handfuls over. He's got his handful over there, yeah.
A lot of kids, so I just feel like he's, you know, there. But then in the evening times, he just breaks out this like 1920s freaking.
He becomes Peaky Blinders David after nighttime.
Yeah, but
with all of the murder.
With his
There we go.
smoking chair.
All right, Gen 5 recap win. I haven't even done the Heart Gold Soul Silver recap yet. What up, recovering? What up, Yoda? How we doing? How we doing? Oh, I did do some stuff off screen. Not a whole lot. I got a few encounters. Let's see. I also moved our boxes around pretty nicely. So I got our trash box over here. These are the Pokemon that are just kind of either outclassed or we're probably just never going to use them. Or Choreo might make a comeback at some point, but pretty unlikely. The rest of them are pretty trash. In our ready box, these are like our fully, well, not quite fully evolved, but you know, our Pokemon that are like ready to use. Like we can pull these out of the box whenever we want. Great Pokemon in here, right? I don't think any of these are new. Oh, I did evolve Gengar off screen. Let's see. I evolved Gengar off screen. That's pretty much all that I changed in that box. And then we have our training box. These are all the Pokemon that are like, that we can use later, but as of right now, they're just not quite ready. They're not fully evolved. They're too weak. Whatever. This box is going to take us some time, right? Now our party is all set for the rock trial, the grand trial against Olivia. We have Ghost, the Alolan Dugtrio. We have Dooster 3, the Trevenant. Love this Pokemon. Dr. Steve 2, the Honedge with Eviolite, which is fantastic. Then we have Arcane Syntax, the Wishy-Washy, Devotee K, the Meganium, and Dooster 2, the Umbreon. And that's our team for the rock trial. We're pretty much ready to go. We pretty much just need to go get the dialogue over with and then go do the rock trial. We're pretty much there. I did get to Coney Coney City off stream. Trafalgar is at a 150 stream streak. Recovering's at an 85 stream streak. You guys are killing it, man. Killing it. It's awesome. Black Dragon's at a 70. There we go. These guys are getting up there, man. You just beat a hardcore Nuzlocke of Violet. Nice. Very nice. What up, Yoda? Day's been good. I think we're actually going to go with the Skull Fossil this time because of Mold Breaker. We could theoretically get around Mimikyu's disguise with Mold Breaker. And we have plenty of other water types anyway. So I think we're actually going to go with the Skull Fossil this time. Not that we're probably not going to use Granados into Mimikyu, but it's nice to have at least in case we want it. What up, Syrinx? How you doing? Okay, let's fly. Let's go revive our fossil real fast. Let's go check it out before we head into the next trial. Made it to the stream on time. What up? Okay, let's go see what kind of Granados we got. Your favorite nighttime show, wouldn't miss it. Appreciate that, man. All right. Please be like minus special attack plus speed. Or like plus defense minus special attack or something. Just have it be minus special attack. Or neutral, I guess. Number 8 has arrived. Are you guys still talking about the rank thing in the Discord? My god, you guys are blowing it up today. Alright, let's see who gets the Granados. First spin of the night. Who gets the Granados? It is Black Dragon, Black Dino. Black Dino. Should I call it Black Pachycephalosaurus? Bonkin Dino. It's the Bonkin Dino.
I don't call it that.
No, they don't. They call it Packy. They don't call it... Yeah, my kids don't call it a Bonkin Dino anymore. They call it a Packy, and that makes me kind of sad. Like, they're accurate. It is a Packy. It's a Pachycephalosaurus, but they don't call it Bonkin Dino anymore. We got neutral. Okay, hey, we like neutrals around here. There we go. We take it. We take neutrals every time. Black Cephalosaurus. There you go. Bonkin Dinos amazing. Yeah, they call them Bonkin Dinos. Well, they used to call them Bonkin Dinos. They don't anymore. They're too big for that now.
It makes me really sad.
Oh, I was... when I was typing up one of those recaps for the Gen 4 Raid 'Em All series earlier, I came across the episode where our older two were in the video and they were talking. They sounded like such babies.
Aww.
It was Henry going, Sky Boom. Remember how he used to do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god. Yeah, it hit me like a truck. Yeah. It hit me like an absolute truck hearing that, the way that he used to say Sky Blue. I'm like, oh my god, I haven't heard him say that in literally like a year or two. Like,
he's getting so
mm-hmm.
big.
Yeah, he is.
I can't believe he's gonna be 4 in like 2 weeks.
Any cheats that allow you to surpass Trade Evolution? Yeah, use PK Hex. Or you use your Universal Randomizer and just disable Trade Evolutions, but that's a little bit harder because you can't really do that once your game is started. What up, Umbreon? Until he was 12, my brother pronounced ambulance as ambliance. That is kind of funny. See you later, Zay. Not gonna lie, I forgot these battles were right here.
There's such a difference between, like, it's so sad when they go from that baby voice to toddler, but then I think what's even sadder is when they're going from less toddler to like
a little kid. Yeah.
Like, Henry speaks and acts like a little kid.
He sure
He
does.
doesn't act like a toddler as much anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like soul crushing.
Mm-hmm. Woohoo! Okay. This thing is kind of scary, actually. Kind of scared. I really want Protect on Devotee, man. Thanks for popping in, man. That's funny. Holy commitment. Wasn't Hudson was at like his nephew's birthday party the other day. That's amazing. Well, hey, just for you, Umbreon, look what we're using. Lady Red, have you had that heart-crushing moment where they don't say certain words in a cute way anymore? Yeah, for sure. We've had that a few times. Although now that I say that, I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Ellie doesn't say, what you got?
That, what else? There was one that I thought of the other day. Did they still say eyeberries or strawberries?
Ellie, yes. Henry, not so much anymore.
Okay.
They still say the woo.
Go to the woo instead of the zoo. Now, of course, now that I can't think of it at all. Years called you daddy for a day before going back to dada. Was not ready. Dude, our kids have been calling us mother and father lately.
They got that from...
Dude, that's a weird question. Can you stop saying that? That's such a strange thing to say to somebody. This person's asked me twice, if you were to die in real life, would you fail? Twice now.
Yeah, that's weird. He's getting
Okay. Anyway, now that that's over.
He's getting
At Nephie's party and still in chat. I don't miss streams. You're getting yelled at. See you later, man. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Hudson, if you're, or whoever is in modding right now, Weary, if that guy said something like that again, I put him in timeout for now. If he says something like that again, just ban him, please. I don't care. I don't care. If he says anything along those lines again, just ban him. Heard about some bot spamming going around. Fair enough. Can't be surprised. Like, it happens. What happened? Nah, just people are in here asking weird questions. It's nothing crazy. We're all good. It's all good. We're moving. Any advice to fight Garusha for your Violet Nuzlocke? I'm gonna be honest, I've played Scarlet and Violet twice, so I'm not the best source of knowledge for those games specifically. I mean, that's the ice type one, right? Bring types that are good against ice, I guess. Any encounter you miss on stream? No, I haven't done any encounters on stream yet, no. Okay, so I believe we're about to fight Plumeria. Who does she lead with? I don't remember who she leads with. I know she has poison types, so I don't remember who she leads with, though. You Skeledirge? Yeah, Skeledirge is broken. Let's see. You lead with Golbat, okay. I suppose we just... Just lead with Dr. Steve, I guess. His Baratic has Aqua Jet and Earthquake. Fair enough.
And this game is boring.
Who's playing right now?
Ecuador and Toronto.
Curacao.
Thank you.
I only know that because of the liquor. The blue Curacao. The blue triple sec, basically.
I'm tired and I'm sick. Okay?
Have any Pokemon surprised you throughout the series? Yes, absolutely, actually. Dustox was amazing back in Gen 3. Pelipper was amazing back in Gen 3. In Gen 7, who was it? There was a Pokemon, as of very recent. Oh, Alolan Persian was very surprisingly good. Well, there's been a few Pokemon that have been, like, surprisingly awesome.
Yeah, but Germany came back and won. It's still 0-0.
Come on. Dang it. Come on, snap out. Crustle was a monster. Oh, ooh. I know what Pokemon needs to be on that list. Frickin' Escavalier, man. Escavalier is an absolute monster that I had no idea. I was not familiar with its game. I was not familiar. And dude, that thing was incredible. It was so good. So good. Shadow Sneak? No, we're confused. No, God no. Okay, Alex, thank you for resubscribing, man. Appreciate you. No. We're confused. We're not shadow sneaking. But yeah, no, Escavalier was absolutely amazing, both in Gen 5 and in Gen 6. Escavalier was incredible, dude. Absolutely incredible. Polyworld. You outspeed my Alolan Dug trio? That's kind of crazy. You must have a max speed goal at. Heading into lurk mode. Gonna see what I can do with your Raidum data. Sweet. Appreciate it, man. It's fun. I mean, if you saw the second one that I sent there, Pokenobi, somebody did do something similar before. So maybe you can copy their data and see what they did. Because it was really, really cool. Like, it showed all the stuff that I was talking about. I just don't know how they did it, and I'm not good enough with these Excel sheets that I can't figure it out. The US should just hold the World Cup going forward. I know our transportation infrastructure sucks, but we have the stadium infrastructure thrice over. That's valid. The trial is up next. The grand trial against Olivia. The rock one. What an awful take. I don't know if I agree that that's an awful take. I mean, there's so many... Like, with the US, there's all these different cities and stadiums and cultures and weathers and climates and everything else all within the same country, where most other countries aren't that drastic of a difference. Sure, if you want to throw the massive ones in there, like, you know, Russia and China, even Japan has some pretty drastic differences in climate, but you see my point. Can we laugh at the fact that Europeans are trying to smuggle ranch home now want AC in their homes? Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. Could you please say hi to your girlfriend? Hi, Krozzy's girlfriend. All right, let's see.
The thing that I find comical is that they're having hydration breaks during the game.
Yeah, that is funny.
75 in CF.
What's your opinion on Wishy-Washy? Is the risk of the solo form worth using? Yeah, absolutely. 100% yes, dude, yeah. Look at Wishy-Washy schooling form's stats. It's disgusting. It's like 140 across the board. Yeah, 100% yes. Just max out its HP, and then it'll be fine. Okay, level cap is 27. Yeah, the heat thing is really funny, though. I agree. That is hilarious.
I mean, I know that I know that we're used to it. It's like we live in the South. And
right, but I feel like the southern European countries have similar heat, though. Like, doesn't Spain and Italy get hot, or no?
Spain gets hot.
Doesn't Greece get hot?
It was hot when I was there. Greece is hot. Greece, at least from what my family says, is warm.
Yeah, I mean, the southern, like the Mediterranean.
Australia is obviously.
Well, Australia, they're fully aware of the heat, obviously, yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Spain, Italy, Greece all get hot. Hey, I nailed it on my list.
I know places like Arizona is like incredibly hot, where it gets into triple digits for like.
But the dry heat doesn't feel the same. Yeah, humidity doesn't. Yeah, the humidity, it makes a big difference. Big difference. Like, I remember, like, when I was in California, we would have days where it would be, 90 degrees, but I felt perfectly fine. Like, I wasn't hot at all. But then you go back to Florida and it's like 78 and you're dying because there's so much humidity. Like, and even, I will say, Michigan has a similar level of humidity because the lake's right there. Yeah, Michigan is also surprisingly humid for a northern state. The summers there get pretty rough, surprisingly, and that's somebody who grew up in Florida. They just don't last very long. That's the difference.
Because Lake Michigan is basically an ocean.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, the summers in Michigan are pretty hot. It's just they just don't last very long at all, so it's fine. $620 base stats for school form is crazy. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's so good. Okay, I gotta lock in, guys. I gotta lock in. we're onto the trial. All right, we're all level 27. We're gonna lead off with our ground type. Yo, what was that? Animu! Animu just dropped a 5 bomb. Everybody, please wiggle your wags for Animu. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
It's weird you couldn't have thought that.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I gotta get Arcade Alex on the wheel as well. I gotta find a new catchphrase for the lantern one, but I can't say clap your lantern. That's not, I can't say that. So we gotta think of something new. Justin the Goat has formally requested a subscription. All right, let's see what we got. Will you do the Pokemon Legends games? For fun, sure. I might do the Legends games as like a Pokedex completion challenge instead. I'm not doing a Deathless Nuzlocke. That's not happening. Yoink. Jackson gifted Justin the Goat a subscription. Thank you so much, Jackson. I appreciate you, man. Hype train. Is Simon helping? Good. W hype train. Choo choo. Could you imagine a Deathless Legends game? Sounds impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but it would be really, 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 really hard. Sword Sweep, and I believe it was like something coders. Something coder. Coders was in the word. I don't remember otherwise. Poke coders or Pokedex coders, or I don't remember. I just Googled Pokemon Heart Gold cheats and it popped up. And it worked. Are you gonna play the Let's Go games? Yes, we are doing the Let's Go games. Yes, 100%. Honestly, just as an excuse to play them because I love the Let's Go games for no good reason. I just love them. I think they're the most visually appealing games outside of Alola. They're beautiful games, and I just love Kanto. I'll go back and play Kanto every chance I get. Because I'm an old man.
You are old. You're gonna be 30.
I'm gonna be 32 in literally like a what? What's today's date? In a week, almost exactly 2 weeks, I'll be 32, yeah. Almost exactly 2 weeks. I see you, Hawk, I just don't agree. You're gonna doing Let's Go or Sword and Shield first? Let's Go. Sword and Shield is, Sword and Shield's Gen 8, Let's Go is Gen 7. I don't think you can do it hardcore, honestly. The Deathless may have to solely apply to your PC and not your Pokemon. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, so this... Okay. Oh, sorry. We're supposed to slow down. Okay, so this might be Continental Crush right here, but Bite is also not... Let's go to Umbreon to pivot. Because Umbreon takes one of anything. And then after that, we're going to go to our Eviolite Honedge. Was Sinnoh hard? Yeah, Sinnoh was difficult, for sure. For sure. You do go Bite. Okay, now you should Continental Crush here. God, I wish we had Protect on this thing, man. God, I wish we had Protect. We do have a Eviolite Honedge, though. Which obviously resists Continental Crush, so this should work. What was the hardest gen outside of this one so far? Hardest generation, I would say probably 4. Hardest individual game? Probably Emerald. Emerald was really hard. Who doesn't have Protect on Umbreon? We don't have the TM yet. We do have an Eviolite Honedge, though. That's pretty cool. We two-shot with Brick Break as long as we don't flinch. Okay, that makes it more difficult. That makes it more difficult. I was gonna say we two-shot with Brick Break, but never mind. Never mind. Okay. Yo, what up, Pepperoni? How long ago did this Deathless run start? Last fall-ish. Because I started it right before my son was born, but we really didn't start like picking up speed until after my son was born, which was October. So again, it started before that, but it didn't go for very long before that. So now that our Honedge plan failed, we're pivoting immediately into our stall plan, which is Confuse Ray, Umbreon, and then Leech Seed, frickin' Bayleaf. That's our plan for getting through Lycanroc now that our offensive plan failed. So now we fall back to our defensive plan. Oh, you full heal the Confuse Ray? Really? I did not know that was an option. Okay. I mean, I knew you could do that. I didn't know that this trainer would do that. And we missed our Leech Seed, brother. We should have had leftovers on here instead of Scope Lens. That was a throw. Oh my god, that's doing so much damage. Holy crap, man. This is doing some damage. Thank God for Leech Seed, dude. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble. We would genuinely be in trouble if it wasn't for Leech Seed here. What's the difference in the Lycanroc forms? They have different stats and different appearances, and different times for evolution. What up, Dantes? How you doing? We missed the rock throw. There we go, baby. There we go. We could have Z-moved, but I really don't think we need to. There we go. Wishy-washy gets the KO. Alright, this does have Sturdy and it has Rock Blast. And Rock Blast is a little scary, actually. What's your physical defense? 50. Holy crap, that's awful. 84 is great. 39, not great. Okay, I think we stay in Wishy-Washy for now. Jesus, Mike. Please burn, please burn, please burn. Dang it. Alright, no 5-hit Rock Blast. Okay, we did not get 5-hit Rock Blast, so we win. Super Potion doesn't matter. Is it Father's Day in the US tomorrow too? Yes, sure is. Oh, who all is going to be able to make it to D&D tomorrow morning, by the way? I think Weary said he's probably not going to be able to, but is everybody else? Or Hudson, have we even gotten confirmation from like anybody yet, or no? Recovering Will. Opinion on Pangoro Storm Throw? I don't like using Pangoro. The weaknesses scare me. For what's supposed to be like a slower, bulkier Pokemon, it kind of scares me. Wow. It's September for you guys in Australia? That's weird.
Man, everything in Australia is just flip-flopped.
Literally. Isn't it winter right now in Australia? I believe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's winter right now in Australia. I think. Which is so strange to me. Like, I understand scientifically how it works, but it's so weird. Me, you, recovering, Revan are all confirmed? Okay. It's winter right now in Australia. That's so strange, man. So strange.
We're just starting to get balls full.
Yeah, so we're just getting into summer, yeah. You can touch your seatbelt without branding yourself, at least. I understand. I grew up in Florida, so I do understand what you're talking about. This shit is not fun.
I would love to go to Australia, but everything there just wants to kill you.
I really don't want to go to Australia, I'm going to be honest. I really have no desire to go to Australia, I'm going to be honest.
I want to go to the zoo.
There's zoos everywhere.
I love Steve Irwin.
I mean, sure, it'd be cool to see like where Steve Irwin and where Robert Irwin is. Like, that'd be cool. But I'm not going to go all the way to Australia for that.
Oh, I so would. I want to go. I want to take the kids there so bad. That would be such a cool experience.
I mean, I'm sure that this is my uncultured self.
Everything that wants, like, everything there just wants to kill you.
I'm sure that this is just my uncultured self, but like, what else really is there to go see in Australia? Like, I know that like 90% of the population lives along the coastline, which I'm sure is beautiful.
Seeing the red rocks or the
But
red rocks would be really
yeah, but if you want to see red rocks, go to Sedona, Arizona. It's
That's
beautiful.
Not the same.
It's red rocks with deep
Yeah, but
green
this
trees.
is-
It's
this is-
beautiful.
no, but this is one big, ginormous red rock.
See, that's the thing with that's also the thing with living in America. Living in the US is like, if you want to see any sort of climate or like, you know, like system, what's the word? Ecosystem. If you want to see any type of ecosystem, it exists in America. Like, you don't need to leave the country. We have literally you have literally every ecosystem imaginable here. Biome that works too. Yes, all of them. They're all in America. You have no reason to leave. Not that I don't want to leave. I do. I want to go see so many other countries. I'm not one of those Americans that doesn't want to travel, but I'm not going to go travel to see a different environment because we have them all here. I want to go travel abroad to see like the landscapes that are like, you know, I guess that's kind of the same thing, but also just like the history behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go to like Scotland and Ireland and see the countrysides and the castles and stuff like that. I want to go to, I don't know, like that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the history of it is why I want to go to Europe.
It's also the Great Barrier Reef.
You've seen almost all of America, haven't seen true tundra, but one day. I mean, if you haven't been to Alaska, yeah. The Great Barrier Reef would be cool to see, but... Okay.
Like, this is why people like in Europe and stuff think that Americans are so like uncultured, because like we were talking about earlier, it takes, if you were to go from like New York to California, that's like a 9-hour flight, and you're not even leaving the country.
If not even longer.
Like,
from New
that's
York
like-
to California, that's a long way. That's a long flight.
That's literally if you were to go from like Atlanta, Georgia, or even like New York to Frankfurt, Germany. That flight was 9 hours for me.
That's crazy, yeah.
So like, we don't.
You want to see different cultures, not landscapes. Yes, thank you, exactly.
It's just crazy that, you know, people don't realize like how big America is and how like
The US
you
is massive,
literally, if
yeah.
you leave the East Coast in a plane and you get on a plane for 9 hours, you're gonna be in Europe. Where if you go west, you're still gonna be in our country.
Yeah. Okay, no, Hudson, the reason I haven't left the country is not due to laziness, it's due to being broke my entire life. That's the only reason I haven't left the country. Okay, let's see. What Europeans fail to understand is that we don't need a passport to see other cultures. True. I mean, go from Florida to like Boston or New York, you're gonna see a totally different culture. Go to Texas, different culture. Go to the hills in Kentucky or Tennessee, it's a totally different culture. Go to Seattle, totally different culture. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Hano Beach. What's our encounter here? I'm assuming it's just sandy gassed. Yeah, it's just sandy gassed. Okay. It's also kind of rare to get sandy gassed though, so we might not get it a first try. I might even get sandy gas off of off screen because it takes a while, or I could just cheat it in because it's not that important anyway, and it's surprisingly rare to get naturally. You'd be surprised how amazing your country is by exploring new places you've never been. Fair. Okay. Again, we gotta be careful. We gotta get a regular team back, first of all. Second of all, if we don't get a sandy gas here in these first 4 encounters, we're just gonna cheat it in. Are we at the same spot where we reset last time? We have one more trial. We did beat Mimikyu last time. Other than that, yeah. You got culture shock on the regular when you first started working in transportation? Yeah, no, for real. There's so many different cultures here. 2 trials? 2. I know we beat the ghost trial. What else did we get? What else did we beat? We didn't beat the dark trial yet. We were on our way there. Bug? I mean, I don't count that as a trial. Oh, electric. Yeah. I forgot about that. Mount Lanakila. Yep. We sure did. Sophocles. I totally forgot we did Sophocles. That's funny. Totally forgot. All right, let's just cheat in. What's his name? Sandy Gast. I really don't care. The ghost tree is such a cool design. Too bad its stats are mid. Yeah, I agree with that. To be fair, Sophocles is very forgettable. True.
I was thinking, how many different time zones does America have?
How many different time zones?
We have Eastern time, Central time,
Eastern,
Mountain
Central,
time,
Mountain,
time.
Pacific. Yep.
Is that,
There's also Alaska and Hawaii. They're on their own as well, I believe.
so we have potentially six different time zones in one country.
Yeah. Well, you got then what is it? Arizona or one of the
Arizona
doesn't do
change.
time change, which is so smart. It's so stupid that anybody else does. I think we keep Umbreon on the squad. It's pretty valuable. Magnemite's starting to get outclassed, but not quite. It's still good. And we can also evolve it pretty quickly here. I don't know what the next level cap is, though. Can somebody tell me what the next level cap is? Let's actually use Lantern for now. Doesn't have an electric type move, though, so maybe not. Half of Tennessee's on a different time zone? That is true. That is 100% true, yes.
We are like right on the cusp.
Because I would say I'm right in the middle, yeah. I'm very close to where the time changes. You have to keep saving in older games. You got to do the terrace sewers over again. Oh, the terrace sewers is like one of the worst parts of the whole game too. Stop doing that, Red. Oh, the lantern thing. I'm sorry. It doesn't have an electric move yet. I'll die on this hill standard times year round. It should not be bright outside at 9 p.m. I don't care if the sun comes up at 4. It helps everyone. I agree. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And like I've heard some people use the argument, like especially like I think I've heard Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about it, where like the time moves slowly, like every year or whatever. So like if you don't adjust the clocks, you're eventually gonna have it be bright as daylight at midnight type of thing. And if that's the case, then have it be like, hey guys, on the new year we're gonna reset the clock back an hour or whatever, just to like fix that shift. Cool. And then 10 years later, do it again. Fine. But you don't need to do this every year back and forth garbage. It's so stupid. Oh my god, Jesus. Okay. Let's go lefties on you. No, let's go Eviolite on Bayleaf, actually. That sounds good to me. I'm gonna go lefties on Wishy Washy. We'll go lefties on you. What? Oh, yeah. Probably spam. Was that our last leftovers? Yeah, it probably was. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's roll with this. Daylight savings time is dumb. I agree wholeheartedly. There's no actual reason to do it in 2026. And I've heard people use the farmers argument before too, where it's like, oh, we have to because the farmers have to work around the sun, so we need the time to blah, 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 blah. Then just work around the sun. Who cares what time is on the clock? If you need to work with the sun, then get up with the sun and do what you need to do. Who cares what number is on the clock? If you're a farmer, who cares? And obviously, I've never been a farmer. Maybe I'm totally ignorant in this matter and I don't know what I'm talking about. And if that's the case, then educate me. But it seems dumb to me.
Half the time,
farmers have alarm clocks nowadays. There's that too, yeah.
They're up before the sun is even
Yeah,
up anyway. And
that too.
Sometimes, depending on the harvest and stuff, like if they have a lot of harvest, they're working past the sun going down anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Deadlight, yeah. You know what? F the farmers. No, let's not say that. Let's not say that. From a farming family, daylight savings time causes nothing but annoyance. See? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we forgot to cheat in our Sandy Gas. My bad. I'll do it whenever we get a chance, which isn't going to be until after Alola at this point. Or after... because now that I've clicked yes to that button, we're going to go to Aether Paradise, and then we're going to go straight to Ululu Island.
Oh, that was interesting. I want to read that.
But
The daylight savings...
it was originally created as a wartime measure during World War I to conserve fuel and energy. By shifting the clocks forward, governments aimed to align working hours with natural daylight, reducing the need for artificial lighting and allowing more work to be completed during sunlit hours. That's fairly interesting, but again, we really don't need that nowadays, since look at the the world from space at nighttime, it's lit up like a freaking torch anyway. Who cares? The lights are on regardless. Does not matter anymore. Which means Melee Garden. Melee Garden means the wag. There we go, finally. Actually.
Yoink.
Yoink. Mike, yoinked. The cynic on Xbox, thank you. Huh? Oh yeah, hey, Hudson, the wife has okayed the Poliwag tattoo idea. Just so you know. Just so all of you know, I shouldn't be solely on Hudson. It shouldn't be solely on Hudson, obviously. To all of you. I could change the sub goal, actually. You guys want me to change the sub goal? I'll change it, don't worry here. But also the extended stream thing is nice. Getting tattoo of what? Yeah, Hudson okayed the Poliwag tattoo. Which, David, I'll totally have you draw it. Hudson okayed it? Well, yes, actually. But no, my wife okayed it. My wife okayed the Poliwag tattoo, so David, if you want to work on drawing a Poliwag, like a pirate Poliwag with like a pirate hat, maybe an eye patch, maybe a little sword. Maybe not the sword. Maybe like maybe like a belt with a holster on it. Right on the forehead? No, it'd be over here somewhere. You missed this? When was this? Oh, Hudson talked about it on last night's stream. And now I talked to my wife about it right before we started, and she okayed it, so... I forget, what was the number, Hudson? You said like 300 subs or something like that? I forget what it was. I forget. It was some absurd number. I forget. Poliwag better have a hook for a hand. We do have to battle Neo-Lego here. So D&D is 9:30 Eastern tomorrow, I believe. It was 1,030 days, but 500 is more reasonable. Yeah, 500 is more reasonable for sure. For sure, for sure. Although, I mean, if it's from you specifically, then either of those are crazy. But if we're talking overall, like if we're talking 500 subs in 30 days, that's 10 days worth of hitting the extended stream goal. So I don't know. I don't know. That's really, like, for a month, only hitting the extended stream goal 10 times in a whole month doesn't sound all that. You know, when you frame it that way, it's not as crazy. It's still... See, this is the frustrating part is, like, to the person gifting, it's so much freaking money. But to the person receiving it, it's half that. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to... It's hard to make that sense in your head, you know what I'm saying? It's a weird conundrum because of the platforms taking half of it, you know. My eye is twitching. Oh. Okay. We do battle Neo-Lego right here. Let me see what level it is actually, because that's really scary. Be the July goal? Sure. Level 27. Okay, what's the next level cap, though? I don't know what the next level cap is. I don't want to over-level it. But I also don't want to die to this Neo-Lego. It's really strong. Okay.
I'm gonna try to get as much rest as I can.
That's fair.
My ear doesn't hurt.
That's good.
Finally.
That's good.
Thank you, Jesus. I just hope it doesn't
30?
hurt when
Okay.
I lay down.
Me too. Love you.
Love you. Here's this.
Thank you. You sleep right there yet. Okay. Hot take, Neo-Lego might be one of my favorite Ultra Beasts, actually. I think it's either Neo-Lego or I really like Buzzwole too. The rest of the Ultra Beasts all look pretty horrible though, if we're being completely honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not a big fan of most Ultra Beast designs. Kartana's kind of cool, I guess. Kartana is pretty cool, for sure, for sure. But I like Neolego a lot. It's very unique, especially Rock Poison. At least at the time, that was a super unique typing. Now you have Glamora and Glamet, which are basically the same thing as Neolego. They're all terrible. Hotter take, I don't like the Ultra Beast shenanigans. I love it from a story perspective. It's really cool. Seeing these like Pokemon from a different thing is so cool from a storytelling perspective. But in terms of like the Pokemon themselves, I don't think they look good most of the time. I don't think they look good. I don't think I read the cheating in an encounter part, Weary. But I did agree with you, though, that having potentially infinite encounters didn't work either. I think giving them Moxie for every stat was pretty cool. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Senor Vantes just redeemed the name. Thank you, man. The worst is Stekataka. It's up there for sure, for sure. I like Celesteela. Celesteela is kind of cool. Naganadel pretty cool. I like Buzzwole a lot, actually. I do really like Buzzwole. Dante's and Senor Vantes both redeemed the name. Let's see. Senor Vantes. Dante. There we go. Okay. Xurkitree is your favorite? I don't like Xurkitree at all. If we do if we do wheel redeem, can we change name if we don't want numbers on it? Yeah. For you, I wouldn't put numbers anyway. I would just type Yoda. Or if you have a specific name you want instead of Yoda, just tell me whenever you gift, and I'll put it on there that time. Like, there's a few people that I remember their names that they want. Like, Light always gets Sylvia. Nuckin Foobs is Brant. Max Scottish Plays is Jorge. There's a few other ones that I remember their names that aren't actually their usernames. Basically, I could argue we aren't obligated to interact with the Pokemon, especially since they aren't encounters, because they can't be caught. Thus, we could wait and pick, and that's just a matter of time, so we could cheat to save time. That's a really good point, actually. That's a very good point. I don't disagree with that at all. That makes perfect sense to me. That makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense, as long as they're available, of course. Like, we're not going to cheat in the Pony Island one when we're only on Melee, obviously. But otherwise, I agree with you. So, okay, so if that's the case, then what are our options right now? It's a pretty big list, unfortunately. We want to be careful about it, because there's a few really, really good encounters on there. Favorite regional form is Alolan Ninetales, by a long shot. Alolan Ninetales is my second favorite Pokemon overall. But I love a lot of the regional forms, actually. I think the regional form thing might be my favorite, like, gimmick in Pokemon. I love the regional forms thing. I love it so much. Both between the regional forms thing and then the whole, like, divergent evolution thing, or convergent evolution. I guess divergent evolution would be regional forms. Convergent evolutions would be the things like Toedscruel and stuff like that, where it's technically a different Pokemon, but it looks the same, like Tentacool versus Toedscool type of thing. I love both of those. I love both of those ideas. I think they're some of my favorites in Pokemon. It's just such a cool thing, like, because that's a very realistic thing to happen within the world of Pokemon. Like, over the time, especially as humans take Pokemon from this region to that region, you're gonna get Pokemon that adapt to their surroundings and become something new. Like, that makes perfect sense. Makes absolute perfect sense. I love it. That's one of my favorite things in Pokemon. This is kind of scary, actually. All jokes aside. The regional variants of Centiskorch and Ratagoret is my favorite fake Pokemon. That one is really good, man. What is it? Ground and Bug. That's a really, really good one, yeah. Yeah, this fight could get dangerous. Level 28. He's a little over-leveled. I was not prepared for this. I was not prepared for this. Same thing with the Milotic. The Ground Fairy Milotic. That one is incredible in Ratagoret. Ground Fairy Milotic is so cool. Why would you quick attack there, man? Electro Ball crit would have actually come close. Why would you do that? Okay. Yo, all I'm saying is Umbreon's coming in absolute clutch for us right now. Absolute clutch for us right now. Just be thankful no crit, yeah. Okay. Convergent was a great addition to the series. Yeah, agreed wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Don't confuse, don't confuse, don't confuse. Okay. If you think about it, they technically teased Alolan Raichu with the blue-eyed surfing Pikachu back in the day. 100%, yeah, for sure. For sure. You adore Cleavor? I'm actually not a big fan of Cleavor. But Scyther and Scizor are some of my favorite Pokemon. So it's a pretty high bar. How'd you get Bayleaf? Island Scan. See, but I wouldn't actually call that foreshadowing. There's another term for that in storytelling. I forget what it's called. I think it might be something as simple as retroactive foreshadowing, where you take a little hint that you dropped 3 books ago, and you make an entire plot point off of that little hint that you put in there, and you drop those little hints all throughout the story. Some of them may not ever become anything, but a lot of them do. Most of them should if you're a good storyteller. But yeah, that is a thing though, where it's like they didn't necessarily have plans for it when they dropped that hint, but they used that hint to do something with, which is cool. Which is very cool. Same with Mega Gyarados, yeah. Retrofitting? Is that the word? That might be the word. That makes sense. It might be retrofitting. Why do I feel like regional forms is a bit lazy and they didn't want to just create new Pokemon from scratch? Even if that's the case, I still like it. Even if it was the easy choice, it still looks incredible. It still makes perfect sense. It's still fantastic. Kadabra, Pinsir, Murkrow, Balloon, Rufflet, Carbink. I still advise waiting for Pony Island for Metang and Klefki. Yeah. I mean, and with that, Red had discovered how I write the campaign. Exactly. I think out of that list, I'm not a huge fan of any of them, honestly, for this playthrough. I mean, we could theoretically get Beldum up on that mountain again. That's pretty rare, though. I'm shocked that we didn't get a Minior. We got lucky, for sure. What version? This is Pokemon Sun. They need to add Crystal Onyx at this point. I agree wholeheartedly, man. I wholeheartedly agree. Crystal Onyx would be so cool. I don't know what type you would make it, though, come to think of it. Because in the anime, it was, like, immune to water. That or you could, like, give it a new ability. Like, still make it... Maybe make it a... Ooh, I have an idea. I have an idea. So for Crystal Onyx, make it a pure rock type. But give it a new signature ability where it's just immune to water types. Like, not water absorb, not any of those things. Maybe it's just, like sealed or like waterproof or something like that, where it's just completely immune to water. Not Storm Drain, no, it doesn't absorb the water. It just bounces off, right? It's just immune. Kind of like Levitate for ground moves. Kind of like that. Just give it waterproof. Just make it a pure rock type and give it waterproof. That'd be so cool. And wait, no, heat is what did it in. Never mind. Crystallized, glassed for rock ground to give it a water immunity, yeah. New ability, hydrophobic. Yeah, they probably might get into some trouble just because the phobic, it makes people angry. But other than that, it's not a bad idea at all. I don't know who to bring here, man. I don't really love Magnemite at this point. It's just a little too weak. Gigalith has a minus defense nature, which is a little scary. Could bring you. It's another Leech Seedmon. Could bring Accelerock. Could bring Dean. That's a lot of flying types. We could get Machamp right now, actually. Drizzle and Garden? Okay. Yeah, we could get Machamp right now, actually. New ability, can't swim. Water weakness for no reason. Oh my god. Yeah, let's get Machamp real fast. So we'll cheat in our Machamp trade, and at the same time we will cheat in our Sandygast, because I totally forgot to get the Sandygast. Isn't hydrophobia just old-time rabies? Jesus. I mean, you're not wrong, but holy crap. Still better than Truant? Well, yeah. Which Pokemon do you wish got a Mega or Regional form? The first Pokemon I'm going to say every time anybody asks that question, believe it or not, is not Arcanine, which is my favorite Pokemon. Arcanine would be like the second Pokemon that I would say. But the first Pokemon that I would say for the Who Needs a Mega conversation is Nidoking and Nidoqueen, both of them. Give them Megas, please, man. They're some of the coolest Gen 1 Pokemon that have received absolutely nothing in terms of, like, forms. No Megas, no Gigantamax, no regional forms, no nothing. No Divergent, just give it something, please. Like, those are such cool Pokemon. Like, I would argue some of the most iconic Pokemon from that generation that just received absolutely nothing. You think Flygon deserves some too? Yeah, but Flygon's pretty mid, first of all, unfortunately, as much as I love it. And second of all, it's like, Flygon has become the easy answer. It's just like everybody says Flygon, so I just don't think it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants it to be Flygon. I don't think it will. Poliwrath needs a Mega. Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? They give Megas to the most random Pokemon. Mega Escavalier? No, dude. Oh my god, that'd be broken. Holy crap. Yoink. Yoink. Thanks, Hudson. Appreciate you, man. We did not get a new shiny last stream. Maybe we'll get a new one this stream. You want my Mega Gen 4 starters? I agree with that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly, I agree with that. Give Rapidash a Mega? I kind of disagree. I think let Rapidash fall off into obscurity. It already got a Gen 8 regional form, which wasn't even any special. But, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let's see. We're going to, first of all, we're going to evolve our Machoke into Machamp. See you later, Epperoni. So we're going to go Machamp for 1. Oh, it's already traded, so we didn't even have to do anything. That's wonderful. There we go. Perfect. There we go. And then we're going to cheat in a Sandygast from, what's it called? What's that area over there? Hano Beach or something like that? Something along those lines. Let's see. So we got to go Sandygast. Sandygast is not an egg. Search. Hano Beach Sun. Look at that. That's exactly what we needed. Perfect. Okay. I'm just gonna close my eyes and wherever my mouse lands, I'm gonna pick it. I landed on Sassy. I don't know what Sassy does. Minus speed plus special defense. That's fantastic. We also have to randomize IVs because this was the Machamp's IVs. Also pretty great. Bad special attack kind of sucks. But other than that, this is a good Sandygast. I'm okay with this. We got pretty lucky with our random stuff there. Oh, we gotta spin the wheel. A Pegasus Pseudo Legendary would go pretty hard. Oh, for sure, for sure. Let's spin our wheel and see who gets the Sandygast. Michael P. I'm not sure if I know who Michael P is. I'm going to be honest with you. Michael P has 65 names. Is that accurate, or is that one of those weird glitch ones? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea who that is. I have absolutely no idea who that is. We'll give him the name. Haven't heard that name in a while. I couldn't tell you the last time I heard that name. Okay. That's why I think that might have been a glitch one, but it's fine. Okay. Let's get back to it. We do have the... Wait, do we have to do the battle, like, right now in Melee Garden? Against... No. We battle what's-his-name later. Yeah, we battle what's-his-name later. Okay. Right? Yeah. Okay. How long does it take to get 3,000 channel points? I have no idea, actually. I'll be honest. No idea. You never knew Pidgeot got a Mega? What? Mega Pidgeot's one of my favorites. I love Mega Pidgeot. It also has No Guard. That was like the original No Guard Mega. So it got No Guard, like Focus Blast and Hurricane and everything else. Incredible, man. Incredible. I love that. That's like my second or third favorite Mega of all time. Love the content. Thank you for giving Age/5 stars. What up? Appreciate you popping in, man. Glad you enjoy it. What are we doing here in Melee Garden, by the way? Are we fishing for WAG, or are we surfing, or what are we doing? I don't think we can surf, actually. Drizzle and grass. Wait, are we doing an SOS encounter? No. What, are we trying to call in a Polytoad or something? Why are we doing SOS so we can just catch Poliwag? I'm confused. I'm confused. Why are we doing SOS? I'm confused. Hold on. Because it's guaranteed that way? Oh, I see what you're saying. So if we get any other encounter, we can use SOS to try to get a Poliwag. I understand what you're saying now. I see what you're saying. Got it. Although Araquanid is real tempting. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. This is Dupes, actually. We have a Spinnerack. This is Dupes. Because I'm Otawag, you are Otawag. So we can actually just run from this and see if we can just get a Poliwag legitimately. Don't you play with me, Red. Araquanid's so good, though, and it's a bug type. It's one of my favorite bug types. I love it. The duck. Alright, we get the duck. Where's Jerry? No, we're obviously going to use Drizzle here and try to get a new encounter. I think you probably survive a thing, but let's just use an Adrenaline Orb. I went and bought some, thankfully. Are they in here? Where are they at? No. Where are the Adrenaline Orbs? Here we go. Wow. Water Spider is low-key good. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, man. No, Araquanid is genuinely a really good Pokemon. That wasn't me joking when I said that. I love that thing. You just disabled? How incredibly rude of you. I highly doubt Air Cutter kills both of them, first of all. Let's just do this. We missed one of them. Cool, that's fine, actually. Wow, that did some damage in the rain, man. Holy crap. Good thing we have leftovers. How many turns of rain has this been? I actually don't know. 3? But it had no effect. Can we not use Adrenaline Orbs on Psyduck? Is it because it's like unaware or stupid or something? How does that work? I actually don't know. Why can we not use Adrenaline Orb? Could it be like a higher level maybe? Let's see if that's it. I have no idea how it works. Of course it calls for help when there's rain. Or when there's no rain, of course. It might be per encounter instead of per mon. What are you, stupid or something? What are you, stupid or something? No, because we haven't even used one. Are you also live on YouTube? Yeah, I am. Also Twitch. Because here's my question. Because we haven't even hit this thing. Like, we never used our first one. The first one didn't work either. Gumi PTSD? Honestly, though. Let's get this thing a little bit lower health. Don't crit. That was so unnecessary. We're going for shiny Psyduck? No, we're going for a Poliwag, actually. We're trying to catch a Poliwag. And the way that you can guarantee that is a SOS encounter in the rain. I forgot that I taught this guy water or rain dance, so I can just use rain dance instead of doing the switch shenanigans. I did it for exactly this reason, but here we are. Okay, I'm gonna put some music on and speed up a little bit. Gumi PTSD. Hey, the Gumi one went fine. It was the other one that did not. Gumi went just fine. If you fail here, there is a WAG in Pelago, so Hudson doesn't kill your character tomorrow. That's funny. Check if Cloud9 Psyduck can get Adrenaline Orbed. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe that's the reason. Of course, it calls for help when the rain stops, man. Every time. I read your chat twice, my bad. Let's just kill this Psyduck before we switch back. We got 3 more Grand Generals on deck looking for a fight. Don't make us use them. Oh my god, we can't even... Dude! Okay. We're just gonna murder all the Psyducks in this area. Please, just let me get... Okay, that'll work. That'll work. And be careful with statuses. Yeah, we're at -6 defense right now. We gotta switch. We gotta switch. I like Psyduck too, poor guys. If you use an Adrenaline Orb and that message pops up, it's still working. It doesn't continue unless you run away from it. Right, but no, we haven't had any though. None of them worked. Does rain raise water type special defense? No, but god, that'd be broken if it did. That'd be insane if it did, man. It does not. It raises water types water moves at like the levels, like how much damage they do. Are you gonna over level? 29 is level cap, so we'll just use a different team to run around with. Come on, dude, give me something other than a Psyduck. Holy crap. This is crazy. How can water types get burned? I mean, you could burn a fish. And the rain stopped. Come on, why? Dude, what? Why does it always happen that way? Every time. Perfect. Damp Rock next time. Well, I wanted Leftovers because we're getting low on health. So Leftovers is coming in handy here. Leftovers is absolutely coming in handy because look, we're already kind of low on health. We gotta start being careful. We actually really can't even use Dean anymore, I'm gonna be honest. Let's protect for some HP recovery with Leftovers. I don't even know if that's gonna be enough. I mean, I'm sure we outspeed them. We're gonna get hit with one of these though. We gotta start being really careful. We really can't use Dean at all anymore, which really sucks. Maybe the rain makes it feel very safe and that's why there's no SOS. We might not be able to get the WAG here. I want the WAG. I don't know if it's going to happen. We got to protect stall to get Leftovers recovery. Okay, I'm actually glad help didn't spawn there, so we can get a little bit more recovery. This right here is why I wanted Leftovers. Come on, dude. Get away from me, you freaking Psyducks. This is getting annoying. This is genuinely getting annoying. Oh, that's super effective. Good thing we're bulky. Holy crap. You could have put leftovers on another bulky mon. Right, but Dean needs to set the rain. So if we don't set the rain, if Dean can't switch in because he's weak, then he can't set the rain. You know what I'm saying? Bulbapedia says if used repeatedly, the orb will fail and not be consumed. I don't understand what you're saying. Because no, we never even used one. We had 99 when the battle started. Now we still have 99. Wait, the first one we used didn't work. But clearly it's going. Maybe we had 100 when we started, I suppose. That's possible. I don't know. Okay, now don't call in help yet. Please. Okay. I don't want to do all this, man. This is so annoying. This is my least favorite part of this game, doing this SOS chaining. This is so boring. And like every time I do it, my viewers drop like freaking crazy. God, and this is all for a freaking Poliwag that's probably going to stay in the box the whole time anyway. Because it's probably not going to have its hidden ability. Wrong, it's for Hudson. It is for Hudson, but like, at what cost, man? At what cost? You insult my wag. Is it not probably going to ride the box like most of the time? The next two trials are electric and fairy. That thing's not leaving the box. Then after that, it's dark, which I guess it could be useful in the dark trial for sure. This is getting dangerous. See, like I can't switch in on a water pulse in the rain on Dean anymore. So I don't. This is getting really dangerous, guys. If we lose this run, because we're trying to switch in a Pelipper and we get water pulsed in the rain, like this right here is where we kind of have to make this decision. Like, do we switch in Pelipper and risk getting hit with a big water pulse in the rain right now? Genuine question. I'm not even trying to like be funny or like go along with the don't get the Poliwag thing. Like genuinely. Now there's a second Psyduck. Oh. This is how you lost last time? I know. That's my point. That's exactly my point. This is exactly my point. You're in crit range too? That's what I'm saying. I thought I was in crit range. Catch a duck. Well, I have to. Now we're not even out of the woods right now. We have to try to get out of this battle alive, first of all. Let's get rid of the higher level one for now. Okay, on the level 24 Psyduck, I'm more willing to switch in. Could run if need be, we could, yeah. Like, I want Wag, but it's not worth losing our run. Yeah, no, we're just going to catch the duck. I'm sorry. Sorry, Hudson. It's not worth ruining the run. If we can even catch it at this point, it's going to keep calling in help. Okay. Oh, boy. That was not fun. Sorry, I really can't stand the SOS chaining. I don't understand how people shiny hunt, man, especially live. How could you possibly catch luck but name it disappointment? Sure, I got it. That's fine. I'll name it disappointment. I don't understand like how you could stream shiny hunting and have fun with it. I really don't. Like, and hey, props to the people who do it, but holy crap. I was only doing that for what, 10 minutes and I'm already like pulling my teeth out. Like what, dude? No. Red's character's gonna have a fun day tomorrow. Hey, I tried, all right? I gave it my best shot, to be fair. Why am I spinning the wheel? This wheel spin doesn't count. This wheel spin doesn't count. I'm gonna minimize it. Doesn't count, doesn't count, doesn't count. Okay. Disappointed was sent to the box. Got it. SOS chaining isn't that bad if you don't care about stuff feigning. Yeah, that's fair. But doing it in a Deathless Nuzlocke is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, what do we need to do anything in here? Wait, I thought I was repelling level 29. How am I getting encounters right now? I thought I was 27. Oh no, oh wow, I thought I was 29 with Pelipper. I guess I'm not. Ah, I'm 29 with these two. Got it. What'd you miss? You missed the grand trial against Olivia, which went fine. You missed me one-shotting the Lego, and now you missed me trying to SOS chain a Poliwag and failing, and getting a Psyduck instead. That's pretty much it. It's taken us an hour to do those 3 things. Izzy just resubscribed at 10 months. Ooh, you're getting close to losing your Dusk Ball. Oh, look, it was David that spun the name, too. Poor guy. It's okay, I won't remove his name for it. Izzy, I'm just disappointing David and Hudson all over and over again tonight. Okay. Are you kidding me? One more month of Dusk Ball, there you go. I don't think there's any items we really care about in here. I don't believe. No, not really. Yeah, nope, don't care. David, I'll give you the next Pokemon. I'll give you the next one. I actually wondered if he spun me too. Okay. Let's go. You miss Gold and Silver? Outer Cape is either Grime or Trash. I hope it's Grimer, because I can't stand Trubbish. What up, Strong Wolf? How you doing? It's going well. Look at all those Ultra Balls in chat, man. It's like everybody in here is Ultra Ball now. It's awesome. I'm tired. Professor! Got home from bartending? Nice. I was a bartender in Nashville for a few years. It was fun. Sounds like your night has been as good as our maps night. 50-50 chance of treasure dungeon portals. We did 15 maps, got 6 portals. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds cool. Absolutely no idea. These are all awful. Are the shoes better? Ooh, the shoes are better. I do like these shoes, but there's no good colors though. We already have a good backpack. There a better hat? No. Ooh, that could work. Maybe. Nah. What's harder, Gen 2 Johto or Gen 4 Johto? Gen 2 Johto, I would say. You just don't get any good Pokemon and no good moves. That's really what it comes down to. No good Pokemon, no good moves. At least in Gen 4 you get some good moves for your Pokemon. Gen 1, on the other hand, is an absolute laughingstock of difficulty. Ooh, I'm actually... So since these Alola games are kind of sputtering, it's really hard to like make those like recap shorts that I was doing. Those recap shorts are great. They're really fun and they get a lot of views. So I'm gonna keep doing them. They're great. But like I said, with the Alola game kind of sputtering, it makes it really hard to make those recaps. So what I'm gonna do instead, I actually wrote the first script and recorded the first voice today. I'm actually going back and I'm going to make those shorts recap styles of every game we've done already. But like just the Elite Four. I'm not going to worry about like, well, how we get through the gyms. Like that's way too much. But I'm going to go back and like recap the Deathless Elite Four runs like I have most recently for these runs that I've been doing. I think that's gonna be really fun. I wrote the one, I combined red and blue because we used basically the same team throughout both red and blue. So I'm gonna do one video covering red and blue, and then one for yellow, and then one for each game, so on and so forth. Should be really fun. Should be able to post it like, I don't know, Monday, Tuesday-ish, something like that. Outer Cape. What do we get? What do we get? Come on, Alolan Grimer. Come on, Alolan Grimer. David, you get the trash pond. That's rough. Why did we stay in with a Bayleaf? That was stupid. I know we have Eevee Light on, but that was stupid. David is trash confirmed. Hey, whoa, whoa, that's not what I said. I'm not going to name this one after one of your kids, David. I'm not going to name this one after one of your kids. Is Muck better than trash in battle? I would say so. Yeah, I think so. I'm even going to do your username on here, too. Let's see David's stats here. Plus speed minus attack, so bad. Oh, that's so funny that David's the one who made the trash emote. Now we're all throwing David into the trash. Which kid is the least behaved? Oh my god. You actually rewatched your very first attempt of Red of this Gauntlet. You have grown a lot as a streamer, dude. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I have not gone back and watched it, actually. I have not. Kate Man redeemed the name. Thanks, Kate Man. I'll add you to the wheel in just a minute. The internet is forever, David. Don't answer the question. It's a trap. But she's still a treasure. Alolan Muck is way better than that trash mon. Oh, for Alolan Muck, 100%. Yeah, not even close. Not even close, honestly. Okay, Route 10. Do we have an encounter here that we want? I would assume so. Also, what items are in Melee City that we need to be worried about? I don't know off the top of my head. Ooh, Twisted Spoon is up there, but we'll go get that later. Melee City Fly. We do get Fly from in here, which is kind of cool. Skarmory, that's right. We could try to get Skarmory here. Good point, good point. Would you be able to add little sprites of your party Pokemon on screen during the stream? There is a way to do it. I just don't really know how, and I've never taken the time to learn it. But it is possible, yes. It is possible. Let's see. Route 10. Skarmory ambush encounter is guaranteed. Guaranteed ambush encounter. But again, like we learned last time, if we repeatedly do this ambush encounter and we don't end up getting Skarmory after multiple attempts, then we'll just cheat it in. We'll just cheat it in. I'm not going to sit here and deal with the let's re-encounter Fearow 85 times. Blah, blah, blah. Actually, maybe not, because Skarmory is actually kind of hard to catch. But, I mean, we have quick balls and timer balls and stuff, so it should be fine. Is Stuffle here too, or is that just the side quest I'm thinking of? I think that's just the side quest. Unfortunately. Like, Skarmory is hard to catch, so that makes me kind of not want to cheat it in, but again, like I just said, you can also, we have quick balls, we have timer balls, like, it should be fine. Route 11 is open as well? Okay. What do you guys think? If we go through this route twice and don't see Skarmory, do we just cheat it in? Because again, it's a guaranteed encounter. What are we thinking? I forgot to put the game sound back on, my bad. I'll do it in a minute. You can also force it to appear with a cheat code. Not really, not in these newer games. Cheat codes kind of break the game. Mike, thank you for the yoink, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, the cheats in these newer games kind of break it. Yoink. I think go back to Route 11 and through again. If it doesn't come in by then, we cheat. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. Oh, who's got the better bat? Just kidding, we already know the answer to that question. Well, I don't doubt we'd catch it, so it's fine to PKX it in. Right, like I said, like if we only had Pokeballs or something, then I wouldn't be okay with cheating it in, because that would genuinely be really, really, really hard to catch. But since we have Quick Balls and Timer Balls, it would be fine. It would not be too hard. We're already at an hour and a half. Holy crap, the stream is flying by. These Alolan Raticates are kind of scary, man. They're bulky enough and they hit really hard. Yeah, they hit decently hard. Bang. To be fair though, Raticate has always been kind of a scary Pokemon to fight in Deathless Nuzlocke. Like, it's fast, it has good attack, stab, Hyper Fang, got Super Fang to worry about. It's always been one of those Pokemon in a Deathless Nuzlocke where when you come across it, you gotta be like, oh, hold on, let's pay attention, because it can get pretty bad pretty fast. Now, it's not gonna sweep your team in a regular Nuzlocke, not by a long shot, but it might hand you a cheap loss if you're not paying attention, for sure. Can we, like, do that? No. Okay. Ah. You know what counters Alolan Raticate? Golisopod. I love Golisopod. You don't have to convince me. When did the fourth reset happen? It happened against the, we're not going to talk about who it happened against, but it was after the Ghost Trial. We made it all the way through the Ghost Trial before it happened. we were having a good run, but we're almost coming back up to our PR though. We're almost back to where we started, or where we lost, I should say. This has been a good run. We're having a good one for sure. Messy? Yeah, pretty much. It was indeed messy. He has the wag. Is that the correct badge count? Yes, as long as you don't count any Alolan badges, because those we don't. That is not a correct Alolan badges, because we don't count badges in Alola. We're just gonna add 8. Whenever we beat an Alola game, we're just gonna add 8. If Sandile and his older brother Sandile, yeah, that plus Confusion plus Swagger, or plus Sandstorm. I mean. Who do we get? Who do we get? Who do we get? Pancham. I really don't like Pancham. Wait, we can trade this for a Happiny, which we're 100% doing. Blissey is way, way better than Pangoro. We can trade this for a Happiny. Yup, that's happening. That's happening. For sure, dude. For sure. We already have an Ovalstone too. Hell yeah. How did we get a shiny Torracat? It was totally legit, man. Super totally legit. Absolutely. Completely. Don't question it. Good run, but terrible luck on Nature's this go around. It has been a little rough, yeah. Our Natures have not been great. We get Kirk. Sorry, Kirk. Looks like you're gonna get traded. Sorry, buddy. Now, where is the Pancham trade? I think it's in Melee City. Maybe not. Maybe it's in a different city. It's coming up though, for sure. Our friend Dave. Yeah. So if you have to reset it, you're gonna transfer out the shiny to reset it. Yeah, sure. All right, we'll go back and do the Blissey trade in a minute. Let's try to get our Skarmory legitimately, and if we can't, then we'll cheat it in. We might not be able to run away with this Torracat, actually. Fearo's pretty fast. Oh, we got it that time. Should he lose a name if you can't rename the traded Mon? I mean, I probably could with PKX, actually. Good point. I guess if we know we're going to trade it, then I'd say no. We could probably change his name in PKX, though. We could probably just give Helldiver the Blissey. Last chance. Ooh, that... Wait. Look at that. It was literally the last tree before we were gonna cheat it in, and we get the Skarmory. You know what? Should we just give Kirk the Skarmory? Helldiver the Skarmory sounds freaking amazing anyway. Should we just give Kirk the Skarmory and then just have Blissey be whatever Blissey's name is gonna be? Because Helldiver the Skarmory sounds incredible. Sounds absolutely amazing. Hell yeah, absolutely yes. Yeah, that I agree. That sounds so good. Let's do one more bite. I don't want to risk any crits after that. What was that? Speaking of crits, holy camoly. All right. Let's not do that, please. Let's Dusk Ball for now. We don't have Dusk Balls. Oh, we have one Dusk Ball. Okay, we need to get more. Where can we buy Dusk Balls? Holy crap. All right. Oh, it was Faint. That's what that was. Okay. Oh, you're really SOSing? Please don't do that. Okay. Let's go Timer Ball. It might not be quite long enough for Timer Ball yet, but it will be soon. Not quite, not quite. Good things Crobat is a bulky bat. bulky bat. Dude, get in the ball. This SOS stuff has got me nervous, man. Status to prevent SOS. I don't know what we can status it with. We don't have any para or anything. We need to start bringing a para with us. If only we had a fish in the box that had Thunderwave. If only, man. That'd be really nice. That'd be really, really nice if we had that with us. Can we go full-blown Kirk? Hold on, we might be able to do that. Maybe? Helldive. We could go Kirk Helldive. Nah, I think we just go Helldiver. We could go Helldiver K. Nah, let's just go Helldiver. That's cooler. Might as well throw a fucking trash bag at it. Oh, that's great. All right, let's go back to Melee City. Let's trade our little boy and let's get our bird. Let's check out our bird. The bird. Do we know who in Melee City trades? Because I don't. At least he caught yours. Hudson, I tried, man. I tried. I really, really did. Do we know who trades this thing? If anybody knows, please tell me. Otherwise, I'm going to keep running around like an idiot. Where do we buy Dusk Balls, dude? We got to start getting some of them. We can get Ultra Balls, though. Oh, we already have Ultra Balls. Just kidding. Melee City. But what will I wear? Whoa, that was weird. But what will I wear? In the cafe? Sushi High Rollers? This is a Malasada shop. Where's Sushi High Rollers? This kind of looks like a sushi place. This could work. So Red has 17 HP. Grand General deals 6 to 24 attack per hit. Hits twice, has multi-attack. Yeah, there's that. Who gives me the Happiny? There we go. Oh, it does have Iron Fist too. It's okay. Happini's better. Happini's better. It's just now dawning on me that KOTOR is basically D&D. It is very similar, yeah. It definitely took a lot of the D&D formula, for sure. I hate how much they say Malasada in this game. Fair enough, man. Is this... Wait, is this traded Happiny going to be amazing? Is it because most traded Pokemon have amazing natures and amazing IVs? If that's the case, boy. Let's check it out. Let's check out both our Skarmory and that really fast in PK Hex. Let's check out our disappointed and our trash first. Wow, disappointed has some horrible stats other than special. That's great special defense and special attack, funnily enough. Our trash also has horrible stats. Oh my god. The humble Eviolite Chansey. Honestly, Eviolite Chansey might be the move. Holy Nikes. Do you guys see these things IVs for this Happiny? Oh my god. I mean, 5 HP is kind of rough, but it's got crazy HP anyway. 16 defense is decent. 31 special attack. 26 special defense with the plus special defense nature and 24 speed. That's a solid Happiny, man. Okay. We do have this stuff to evolve it. We sure do. Yep, we sure do. We just got to up its happiness real fast, which we'll do. And its name is Momo. That's fine. I just clicked delete. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, nope. Stop, stop, stop. Exit. Don't save that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, Happiny here. We need to give you 252 HP, or happiness. Event OT friendship does not match base friendship. What? Can we do that? How's that? What? What? How does that work? Okay, then screw that. Let's just make it a frickin'... Let's just make it a frickin' Chansey then, through cheats. Whatever, let's just cheat into Chansey then. Because I could obviously raise its happiness by running around in a circle or giving it calciums. Like, it's fine. Let's just cheat it into let's just make it a Chansey then, who cares? We might have to wait a little while for Blissey, but that's honestly okay. That's honestly okay, because we can just do Eviolite Chansey if we really want to. Let's just make this a Blissey, or a... Wait, do you even need happiness for Chansey, actually? Is it just Ovalstone, or is it happiness? It's just Ovalstone daytime. But we can't do daytime right now anyway, so yeah, let's just cheat it in Chansey. Invalid move, unable to match counter. Holy crap, what? What is happening? Charm, copycat, sweet. What? Okay, I guess we can't mess with our Chansey right now. Whatever. Damn. Okay, look at this Skarmory. 26 attack, 31 defense, plus special defense nature to make up for the 3, and then 20 speed. That's a really good Skarmory too. Okay. Okay, we take that. I guess we'll try to make the Happiny frickin' Chansey the legitimate way, which I'll just do it tomorrow. But that's a really good Skarmory. That's a very, very good Skarmory. We take that. Very, very good Skarmory. We take that for sure. Okay. Max defense and special attack for the Happiny. That still seems crazy to me. We were talking about gaping again. Let's move up to Mount Wanakiwa. Wait, was it Weary last time too, or is that somebody else? Oh, I didn't mean to battle you. Dang it. It's okay, we're not bringing Crobat to the next trial anyway. Got it. It was you? Why? Okay, what are you typing in your free time there, Weary? Oh boy. That's hilarious. I did not mean to battle you. Okay. Happiny autocorrect. This is a judgment-free zone. Oh yeah, no, hey, do whatever you want to do, man. Whatever. Why do I have to click the sign? That's so stupid. Discord, however, we will light you up. See you later, Maddie. Appreciate it. We're gonna do the electric trial here before we end the stream for sure. Because we have 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes before they're gonna end the stream, so we're definitely doing the electric trial for sure. I love this view right here, actually. It's very cool. Seeing the Elite Four under construction on top of a freaking mountain. It's a pretty cool view. When red sees Weary's true colors. Alright. We gotta do Mullane too. Okay, so we're treating this trial as a level 30 level cap then, because Mullane's level 30. And Mullane is the harder battle anyway. Well, maybe not, but we're treating it as a level 30. Because Mullane is first. And it's higher level. So, who are we gonna bring for this Mullane battle? Let's see. Not you. First of all, you're going to the trash box. You're also going to the trash box. Okay. Let's just dump everybody for now, and then we'll readjust. You actually have, I know both of you are coming, so it's fine. Pelipper probably should come, actually, because it's a perfect answer to Doug Trio. So we'll bring Pelipper. We'll bring Machamp, even though it's really not that good of an option to any of these Pokemon, surprisingly. But it's fine. Torracat is a pretty good option, especially into the Metang and the Skarmory, actually. Could even go like Eviolite Torracat here. Let's see. I think we can get a Whiscash here, I believe. Or did we not catch it yet? Yeah. I believe we could get Whiscash here. I'm pretty sure. We could also get Mudsdale, I think. I think we can get Mudsdale here. Is it level 30 or what is it? It's level 30, which if we're treating this as the level cap, we can get Mudsdale here. Sandygast, maybe, but they all have Sucker Punch and Pursuit and stuff, so no. Bring Trash? Absolutely not. Any of those Pokemon? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe Fletchinder, I suppose. Possibly. Probably not. Gyarados could be a decent option against the Doug Trio and the Met. Actually, Gyarados is just a pretty good answer overall. Just freaking Intimidate plus all that other stuff, you know. There's no rock moves or anything here. So, okay, this should be fine then for this team. For sure. Let's get everybody to 30 for this battle. I believe I already fixed both Whiscash and Mudbray's EVs. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I did HP and attack with both of them because our Whiscash is adamant. Alola. I love Alola. Gyarados needs some moves. No kidding, man. Hopefully it's going to learn to my level up. I think it actually learns Ice Fang and Aqua Tail here within this next level up set. Speaking of Aqua Tail. I believe you level up at 30. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Mudfish. Okay. Bringing in an early gen fish onto the party. A dual typed early gen blue fish onto the party. With a bit of yellow. It's an early gen blue and yellow dual type fish onto the party. Love it. We're gonna get Gliscod now? Yeah, it won't help here, but that is good to know. Gliscod's awesome. I hope you guys get what I'm joking about. There's David, okay. Yay. It is kind of funny though. Like, I've never noticed the similarities between Lantern and Whiscash until just now. It's kind of funny. Double kick? Sure. Stomp? Sure. If you ever put in any clauses if you were to reach 10 resets or more, no. 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 We've made it this far into the series with... We've already stretched Alola enough with the encounter rules that we've been doing. The encounter rules have been a bit loose this time around. To be fair, we've had a really good logic for all of them, and I stand by all of them. I will argue them if need be. But regardless, they have been a little loosey-goosey this time around compared to the other regions. But to be fair, Alola has a lot of weird ways to get Pokemon, unlike the other regions. Like, they don't have those issues. So it's kind of a... We're gonna have to change the rules even more when we get to Gen 8 and Gen 9 with the open world stuff, where you can just see the Pokemon and pick it. Which... I don't know. Honestly, like, this is a totally different conversation that I don't even want to, like, dive deep into right now. But... honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards just picking our encounter in Gen 8 and 9. Like, because there's so many options on every route, right? And they're, like, you kind of can, like, in a normal playthrough, whether it's a Nuzlocke or not, you can see them just walking around. I kind of want to throw in this caveat, especially for Gen 8 specifically. Gen 9, we'd have to rethink it again. But for Gen 8 specifically, especially since the good encounters aren't usually overworld anyway, I'm kind of thinking that for a Sword and Shield specifically, I think for Sword and Shield specifically, if we want one of the overworld encounters, I think it's totally fair for us to just walk up and catch it. Now, if it's not an overworld encounter, then we cannot. If it's not an overworld encounter, then we have to go through the actual, like, run into the grass and try to hopefully get it type of thing. But if it's an overworld encounter, like, let's say we want Ghastly over by the Watchtower Ruins in Sword and Shield. I don't see any logical reason why we can't just walk up and get it. I really don't. I really don't. I don't see any reason why not to allow that. I'm going to be honest. But only if it's the overworld encounters. Because if it's like, you know, you want one of these really good encounters that's only fishing, or it's a really rare encounter in the grass, then you have to try to risk it and get that encounter. But if it's one of the weaker overworld encounters anyway, why not just why not just walk up and catch it? I'm struggling to find a reason why not. Like, is it against the nature of a Nuzlocke? Like, kind of. But that also is the nature of that game specifically. You know what I'm saying? I think that makes perfect sense for Gen 8. You guys tell me if you disagree, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Obviously, like I said, for Gen 9, it's a totally different conversation because I think, like, everything is overworld, if I remember correctly. So that's a whole other ball game, but yeah. Would you include DLC for Gen 8 Sword for Kubfu? I would include DLC, yes, but not for Kubfu. So our current overworld encounter rules are that we have to choose from the first set we see in the overworld. Otherwise, we have to go for obscured encounter. Right, but for Gen 8, it's not that simple because it's not a little dex nav that pops up and blah, 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 blah. It's not one at a time. You can walk onto the route and see 15 Pokemon. So I think for Gen 8, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. We obviously have to try to beat Gen 7 first. But honestly, I think for Gen 8, if it's an overworld encounter, I think it's a valid encounter. I don't see the point in making it weirder. I really don't. Gen 8 does get tricky. Weather heavily impacts Pokemon too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, but we do have to clarify though. And this is where we could get it even trickier. Well, okay. So one way that we could make it a little bit more so and kind of use the ORAS rules in this thought has to be the first 15 or whatever. Can't skip a reroll. Okay, so that's what I was about to say, Weary. So here's my thought. I think before we enter that route, we have to declare whether or not we are catching a Pokemon. We can't, like, let's say for South Mylock Sea or whatever, South Mylock Lake. If we want to wait until it's a snowy encounter there, then we can wait until it's a snowy encounter there, but we cannot, like, go on to South Mylock, see that we don't like the encounter, and then decide to wait for snow. We have to decide to wait for snow before we even go over there. That's kind of what I'm thinking for that stuff. Like kind of with the, we've done declaring stuff with other things too in recent times, and I think that's the right move. Okay, let's get these items. That sounds valid. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay. Or let chat pick. Nah. Nah. Nope. Okay, Mullane. Before a route, we can declare before to skip and it not count exactly like our Oras rules. Yeah. Yep. I agree. All right, so we're going to lead with our Toracat against the Skarmory here. Let's go battle Mullane. I'm a little scared, but we should be fine. And we trust. I just thought of that on my own. What are we talking about? I can think of things too, guys. You have any advice taking down Totem Araquanid? Has been a huge problem. I haven't played the Ultra games in a while, so off the top of my head, no. I'll have to think about it once we get back to Ultra games myself. Spin Wheel of Valid Encounters and Pika Hex the winner in. That could be a thing, but that's also pretty hard just because there's so many encounters. That's a lot of wheels to make with a lot of options. Good point, Whale Shark. I agree. It's a very good point. Wow, you survived that? That's kind of crazy. You use Super Potion. How rude. Just play the game and be pretty. Let Weary think. Okay. Be pretty is harder, easier said than done some days, but... Are ability capsules illegal at this point in the game? Yes, but not for hidden abilities, only for regular ones. Honestly, I think we can take a Mud Bomb. What is a Lowland Dug Trio's special attack? I know it's super effective, but we also have an Eviolite. What is a Lowland Dug Trio's special attack? Or wait, does it have a Z move actually? Hold on. It has 50 special attack. Does this thing have a Z move? It doesn't even have a Z move. I think we just stay in. What? Let's just stay in and click. You sucker punch me? That's fine. Wow, that's through Eviolite. Holy crap, that did more than I thought. We still one-shot though, so we take that. Tangling Hair does slow us down. So now we might want to switch for the Metang. Although we probably one-shot with, or at least two-shot with Fire Fang. Most likely. You have Pursuit. Oh no, you have Pursuit. We can take one Pursuit for sure. For sure we take one. I don't know if we take anything past that, especially if we take more damage. So I think we go into Black Donkey now. You do Pursuit me here. That is boosted Pursuit through Eviolite. We take it. Thank God. Bonk. And one of the best abilities in the game right here, Stamina. Black Donkey Stamina. Holy crap, that's quite the sentence. All right. Now for Scarlet and Violet, we'll have to rely totally on wheels. There's no way I can think of meaningfully transferring any of these rules to cause it. Just how expansive and diverse each area is. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Weary. I think we have two options for Scarlet and Violet. Neither of them are great. One is the wheel idea. What, like you're saying, that's definitely the most, like, to the style of a Nuzlocke way of doing it, for sure. For sure. That's the most style of a Nuzlocke way. But it's a huge pain in the ass. That's a lot of wheels to make ahead of time. That's a lot of wheels. And the other option is we kind of abandon that specific part of the Nuzlocke rule set, and we just go get whatever Pokemon we want. Maybe we like put a timer on it. We're like, hey, if we're trying to find a rare Pokemon and we don't find it by the timer, then we don't get it type of thing. But that's also an option for Scarlet and Violet. Like, just abandon that part. We're still going to do all of the other Deathless hardcore stuff, but it's really hard to make a meaningful, like, Nuzlocke in the old school ways in Scarlet and Violet. Like, there's really no good way, unfortunately. We have two not great options. Okay. We don't want to bring Crobat. We do want to bring Whiscash here, though. Whiscash and Mudsdale are both great options. Not so much Whiscash, or actually, you're not great because you can't really hit it with anything. Black Donkey Stamina. Definitely a gas station brand. Yeah, yep, for sure, for sure. You like the timer idea? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And the wheels need to be weighted. So much prep. That is a lot of prep time. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm saying. Is I'm kind of leaning towards, for Gen 9, just getting whatever encounter we want. And if we can't find that Pokemon within like a 5-minute timer or something, then we have to go get a different Pokemon. Like like the next one we see or something. Just to make it a little bit of a penalty there. Because there's really not a great option, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Wow, we do not have a lot of good options for this battle. There's you. Sucker Punch and Shadow Claw, but no rock moves or anything. We have you with rock moves, but you're gonna get destroyed by a Spark or something. We could just lead you and just go Rock EMZ. Because Akaberry is fire, right? Yeah, Akaberry is the one that reduces fire damage, I believe. Yeah. We might just one-shot with Lycanroc, actually, with a Rock EMZ. We'll have to calc it. But it's worth a thought, for sure. We could bring Voltabsorb Lantern. That's actually a really, really, really good idea for this battle. Voltabsorb Lantern is huge here. We could also bring Gigalith. If you prefer the wheel method for Gen 9, I have an idea for making the wheel process much faster and easy to make, but the timer idea is cool too. I kind of like the timer idea. The timer idea kind of sounds fun to me. Put some like stakes to it. Be like, oh, we have to like at the start of this thing, we have to like run and go try to find this Axew. And if we can't find the Axew, we have to catch the next Pokemon we see. Like that sounds really fun to me. I'm gonna be honest. It sounds really fun. I'm kind of leaning towards that idea. Like go, try to find the rare Pokemon. And if you don't find it, you gotta go catch that Yungoos or something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we talked about the wheel thing too, but that's so much prep work. So much prep work. Just a lot of wheels. Okay. Cool. Now, our Torracat is over-leveled, but we already said we're using Mullane as the start of this, and therefore, our Torracat is still valid here, because we're using Mullane as the start of this trial, because the level caps are just weird with some of these battles. So we just use Mullane. I do think, though, that we might just one-shot with a Continental Crush here. You can set a timer on screen too and have it shorter or longer depending on the percentage for the encounter you're going for. Yeah, I mean, we can try it early on, and if like 5 minutes is too long, we can bring it down to like 3 minutes. If that's too long, we can bring it down to like 2 minutes. Like, we can mess with it for sure. It can be a work in progress, you know? Gen 9 is not going to be easy to Deathless Nuzlocke, by the way, guys. Like, the Gen 9 games are harder than you originally would think. Like, it's just because of power creep. Like, every Pokemon that you battle has legitimate, like, they have moves, they have stats, like, it's definitely not a walk in the park, that's for sure. There's always the odd chance of accidentally bumping into a damn low kicks. That is also very, very true. That is very, very true. Thunderwave is pretty useless here, but I don't think I want to delete it. Thunderwave is really, really nice for later. We could also see if this guy one-shots. See you later, Sword Sweeping. We're gonna do a little bit of Calcon here. But first, let's finish Alola, right? We have so much to get to before we get to that point. Ooh, Continental Crush Rock Slide might just one-shot here. This might be the thing. When do we say we win in Gen 9? E4 or Area 0? Ooh, I kind of want to say Area 0. Because that's when you finish the last story, right? You have those 3 storylines that you have to beat. You have to beat the Team Star one, you have to beat the League Challenge one, and then you have to beat the Totem, or not Totems, the whatever they are, the Titans thing too, which is the end of that is in Area 0. I kind of think that Area 0 is the end, yeah. I think the Professor fight might actually, for the sakes of this challenge, I think that might actually be it, which is terrifying. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it has to be that. I think it has to be. Okay. The final fight is so hard. It really, really is. It's going to make for a hell of a final moment in this challenge. That's for sure. That's for sure. You honestly agree with Area Zero? In that game, becoming champion is just a trainer rank rather than a position. Yeah. Yeah, that's another really good point. Yep. I agree with you guys. I think the rival fight or the professor fight at the end is absolutely the end all be all here. Ooh, Leech Life on you is really good. I think we take Leech Life over Bite. I know Bite's gonna be stabbed soon, but you're also gonna get Darkest Lariat soon. So I feel like we get Leech Life here. Leech Life is a really good move in this gen. Do you ever think Game Freak will do the power creep adjustment on older gens mons to fix these slow frail mixed attackers? I doubt it. See, and you know, the reason why that's frustrating is because they've adjusted Pokemon's stats before. Like, they adjusted Pelipper. They gave it more defense. Like, they've adjusted other Pokemon before. That's not a new thing. So it's kind of frustrating that it's like there's so many Pokemon that could be adjusted to be so much better, but then they just don't. They just don't. Oh my god, this thing gets Swords Dance? Holy sh... This thing gets Swords Dance Leech Life, by the way. Oh my lord, this thing gets Swords Dance Leech Life. Okay, well, with that. Holy crap. Go Bulldoze. I don't think we can do Bulldoze here. We could. Instead of Magnitude. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, we're not going to be able to Bulldoze anything anyway, because it has a Levitate, but it's not. We still want to be prepared. U-turn. This thing also gets... I forget that Incineroar gets U-turn, dude. That's so disgusting. Okay, let's focus on items for now. Holy crap, there's so much prep time for each of these battles, man. But if you don't, you lose, so you better be prepared. Let's just throw leftovers on, like, pretty much everybody. I want to throw, like, a Hardstone... Do we not have a Hardstone yet? Seriously? Okay, we do. Hardstone on you. Rocky MZ on our Gigalith. Do we just lead? I think we just lead Gigalith and go Rocky MZ immediately. I'm going to be honest. I don't really see a reason why not to do that, even if we don't calc it. Incineroar gets Parting Shot, and that's better than U-turn. Well, yeah, but it doesn't exist yet in this gen. Alright, let's do it. Let's go do our last trial. Last trial of the night, most likely. We're already at the 2-hour mark. We're supposed to be ending the stream right now, but we'll do this trial first. Unless somebody decides to drop 45 gifted subs before the end of this trial, then we're going to end it after this battle. Maybe somebody will see what the 50 bomb looks like. Doubtful, and that's totally okay. We'll just end it after this one. Oh, it does get scary when you get multiple streams in a row where that doesn't happen, but it's okay. It's okay, we're fine. We're having fun. Right now? Right here? Right here, right now. Okay, we gotta slow it down so we don't get the cries wrong. That was such a funny moment. It sounded like a sped up charge bug. It was. Pokemon Center. Thank you. Lock in, we're trying. We're trying to lock in. Oh, I just realized something. We don't get to heal or switch from these little battles right here until I forgot our Gigalith was shiny. We don't get to heal between right now and when the totem comes out. So if we get paralyzed or anything between now and then, we're screwed. Oh, that's a problem. It does outspeed, too. Why did that do so much damage? Have I not EV trained this frickin' Gigalith? I could have sworn I did. This is kind of scary, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It gets a freaking Omni boost at the start of the battle, too. That's a Rotom Dex. I'm getting kind of nervous. We're going to be weak when this battle starts, because I don't think they heal you, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Sophocles is such a ripoff of Clement. They're a very similar, very, very similar leaders, yeah, for sure. We got this? I don't know if we do, man. We're going to take big damage from a Spark from that +1 Vikavolt. We're going to take big damage. We should have put the leftovers on this thing, but we need the Rocky MZ, I think. This is where we can get Magnezone, by the way? No. You'd think that this is where we can get Magnezone, but no, you'd be wrong. It's not until Pony Island for some reason. This giant mountain where you can find Magnemites and Beldums, and there's an electric trial, and all these things that would make you think this is where you would evolve your Magneton. Nope. Nope. It's Pony Island. It's Pony Island. For some frickin' reason. It's the, what's it called? Pony Canyon, I think, or something like that. It's so stupid. What up, Ghost? How you doing, man? Welcome. We're about to do the electric trial. Knock off Flare Blitz, U-turn, fake out, Assault Vest. That sounds mean. Oh, thank God you charged. Thank God, dude. If this thing would have sparked here, this could have actually been kind of bad. If we would have taken more damage here before this totem comes out, it would have been pretty scary. I was sure we'd get Magneton here. Same. No. So I remembered it because on the last run, I went to go try to evolve my Magneton off screen when I was catching that Beldum, and it didn't work. And I'm like, what the hell happened? So I had to look it up, and I was wrong. Yo, you got shiny? Heck yeah. Yeah, man, for sure. No, it's not. It's not a legitimate shiny. No, we actually came up with a new thing, Ghost, where whenever we hit our 50 sub goal for the night, or 55 or 60 or whatever I make it that night, whenever we hit our sub goal for the night, not only do we extend the stream, but we also get to cheat in a shiny Pokemon. And then not only are we cheating in a shiny Pokemon, but the person who sends that last gift to push us over the sub goal gets to steal that shiny Pokemon's nickname. The Yoda shiny rule. Yes, exactly. They get to steal that shiny Pokemon's nickname. So if you want shiny Gengar or whatever, you can steal it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be the one to push us over the limit. All right, let's see if this Continental Crush wins. I haven't calced this. I don't know if we die to a +1 Spark. I don't know. I haven't calced this. We do not. We do have a minus defense Gigalith, by the way. Minus defense Gigalith is kind of scary, so. But we get Continental Crush. The full 4Z move, Continental Crush. I don't know why that sounds like such a southern thing. Continental Crush. Bang. Boom, baby. Do the roar. Boom. Black Rock. The shiny Gigalith completes our challenge in one fell swoop. And Ghost drops a 5 gifty right at the end of the battle for the UI sound. Oh, I also updated all my sub sounds, by the way, Ghost. As you just heard, that one is now the UI sound. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I gotta send you your thing we talked about. Let's see. There we go. Can we get like 5 minutes more? I mean, this is the perfect place to end it, to be fair. We did just squash that bug, you're right. We absolutely did. We absolutely did. Well, we're almost to where we were. We beat the Ghost Trial before we lost last time, so we're getting there. He's gonna get a Poliwag tattoo? That's right. Yep, that's gonna be the sub goal in July. Sophocles reminds me of Yunobo from Breath of the Wild. I don't remember who that is. One more night, you think? Well, before we get back to the... Yeah. That's going to be like the next stream for sure. We'll get back to the ghost trial. I mean, as long as we don't lose. There's no reason we shouldn't get to the ghost trial tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Monday. No stream tomorrow. Other than D&D in the morning. Other than that, no stream tomorrow. It's Father's Day, so I'm going to take the night off with my wife. I don't mind taking the morning. It's really hard for me to justify a Sunday night stream. Sunday morning, I'm okay with like losing an hour or so, but losing like an entire night of either productivity or time with my wife is rough. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to justify on a Sunday. But also, we were just on vacation, so I was going to stream Wednesday because of that, but then my wife started getting sick. Okay. We're going to end it off here. Thank you guys so much for the good stream. Let's go try to raid somebody real fast since we're ending it a little early. Let's see who's online to raid. I know we're a little too early for Shatter Time to be on. Is there anybody else who I like watch at all? I don't think so. When's the next subathon? That's a good question. I don't know when the next subathon's going to be. I was thinking about doing a birthday subathon, but it's also like a month. It's like literally exactly a month after the first subathon, because the first subathon was what, June 1st? Or no, it was May 1st, so it's 2 months after. So my birthday is July 3rd, and it's also the day before 4th of July. I was thinking about doing a birthday subathon, but I also don't know if I want to spend my entire birthday streaming, you know what I'm saying? But I was thinking, that could be a fun one, though, do a birthday subathon. But that's also a little early to do a subathon. I don't know, we'll see. Kiss a fanathon? No. Absolutely not. Happy Father's Day. Thanks, appreciate it. Let's see who there is to raid. Might be a bad day to do it. A lot of people are touching grass around that time. That's true, yeah. Could do a birthday subathon later. Yeah, possibly. This person's playing Infinite Fusion randomized Nuzlocke. That sounds fun. He doesn't have a face cam, man. Why do people stream without a face cam? I don't understand. Why? Why are you doing this? No one is popping out to me to raid. If any of you guys have somebody who you want me to raid, I'll think about it, because I'm not seeing anybody here. Like, nobody is streaming something. I'm just gonna type Pokemon and see. Do subathon gifts count towards WAG Tad if you do it in July? I'd say yeah. Find a streamer with 1 viewer, let's make their day. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I wanted them to have, like, at least a face cam, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of 1 viewers, but most of them don't have a camera, which is annoying. And then whenever you search Pokemon, like, every game other than Pokemon pops up. Let me type that in, Izzy. Hold on. Is Shattered streaming? I don't think so, no. Ultra Sun? Oh, he's even doing Ultra Sun, funnily enough. Fair enough. There we go. Oh, I see Izzy's chats from in there. Sure, why not? Let's raid him. Sure. What's up with the upside down thing, by the way? I don't understand what that is. I don't understand what that is or what it's about. What's up with the upside down cam thing? Shatter Time was doing it the other night, too. Is that something I'm supposed to know about? Because I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Wanted to say, never been a fan of Sun and Moon, but watching you play them makes me want to give them a second chance. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. As long as just get past that intro. The intro is boring. I'm with you. The first hour and a half is rough. I'm with you. But after that, in my opinion, it's peak Pokemon experience. I love it. I love it so much. But anyway, thank you guys so much for the good stream. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for D&D and then for more Gauntlet on Monday night. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
I love some of my life so build it, yes.